welcome to the Ill Noise Business Playbook. This particular episode is sponsored by Bite Outfitters, where websmithing is done right. We've got Christine here from Mama Bear Max. Christine, how are you doing today, young lady?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I think you're the first one that's ever waved to me. I love that. I'm doing good too, by the way. So, Christine, we want to kind of dive into what all the wonderful things you're doing in the Macaron world. But prior to that, I'm interviewing you on a Friday, so we got a weekend coming up. Wondering if you have any special plans, anything going on this weekend?
My typical weekend is getting ready for the market. I'm at the Dole Market every Sunday. That's where I sell my macarons.
Okay.
So tonight is like making sure I have all the ingredients. I've done some work this week, but tomorrow, usually I'm up early, and if I'm lucky, I'm in bed by midnight. And it's baking and getting everything ready and packaging and stickers and just getting everything ready to make Sunday go smoothly. So pretty consistently, that's my weekend. But I'm hoping to get the Christmas tree up this weekend.
Goodness.
That's
Okay.
on my to-do list.
I got to roll for it. It's got to be after Thanksgiving for me, but to each his own, to each his own. Where is this Dole event? You say you're doing this every Sunday. Where's that located?
Yeah. So the Dole Market is a farmer's market that's in Crystal Lake. The Dole Mansion is right by the lake in Crystal Lake. It's on Dole Avenue, and it's outdoor during the summer, and then now it's moved indoor because the weather, obviously, in Chicago, you never know what to expect.
Absolutely.
But inside, there's typically, I think, about 50 vendors. It's indoor. It's in different rooms throughout the Dole. You can stroll around. They have food. They have music. They have a bar. They have all the different vendors ranging from hot sauces to honey to bakers to jewelry makers. It's handmade or it's individually made. So there's no reselling or chains or everything is authentic. It's all small business.
Love it.
For me, it's convenient. It's close to home. So I like it there. And it's a lot of fun. But yeah, it's pretty much an every Sunday thing.
Neha and I will have to get out there sometime. That sounds like a lot
that'd
of
be
fun.
great to see you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about your. I know you and I had actually met at. Well, you and I and my wife had met at another event that you were doing to kind of spread the word about Mama Bear Max. But what inspired you to start this business? I must admit, you're the first one of your kind here. That's
awesome.
And I love it.
That's actually part of what got me into it. I've always loved to bake.
Okay.
And I saw Macarons, I don't know, on a TV show, probably a baking channel or something. That's something I like to watch. And we have some weird issues in the family with different food intolerances, allergies, and macarons looked like something that we could adapt. So I just started messing around with it. They're very challenging to make. You have to be very precise, which isn't my normal style. I'm normally like a little of this, little of that, and make it work. But macarons, I'm weighing everything. And I think I found some comfort in that. So I just started making them at home. And then my daughter and son-in-law were getting married, and they wanted macarons to hand to their guests at the wedding. We put together these cute little packages. And then from there, the Dole Market had started. Like I said, it's close to home. I'd seen it there, had been there, thought this would be a great place to sell, because some people had started asking me like for kids' birthday parties or wedding showers or baby showers for macarons. So I just kind of jumped in with both feet. I had to get licensed through the county, McHenry County Health Department.
Okay.
So I had to take a food handlers and managers test. And then I had to apply to the health department. Once that was all approved, then it was the fun time. It was time to start, preparing flavors and figuring out where to sell. And like I said, the Dole Market had an opening. They took me, and I've been there since.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. What sort of challenges are you finding from running this business?
Time. I do have a full-time job, so
Okay.
this is like a side gig for me, or that's how it started. And it's grown. It's amazing, but yeah, it's time, definitely.
Okay.
There's times where it's very little sleep, or something's got to give, and it always seems to be sleep.
Yeah. Well, when you love to do something, you got to find that time to do what you love. Now, again, I know we met you at another event. And then of course you're at these Dole events, which I think are beautiful. The biggest way to grow your business is to acquire your customer base, increase your customer base, retain your customer base. What strategies do you have in place in order to do so?
Kind of like you hinted at, like the Dole is the primary place I'm at, but every now and then I like to mix it up and go to some other events that seem to fit well for me. And that definitely helps. But I think the biggest thing is using quality ingredients and trying to be consistent with my quality. There's a lot of options out there for people to spend their money on. Sweets are a treat, and not
Absolutely.
everybody has room for a treat. Or if they do, they want to be kind of specific with what they get. So I want to make sure if they choose to buy from me that they're getting the quality that they expect and the quality I would expect in my
Absolutely.
family. And the other issue is just trying to come up with new flavors, like new fun things. One year, my daughters helped me quite a bit with flavors, and if I could keep those new, it seems to help bring in some new different clients. But what my daughters helped me in the one year, like for the Super Bowl, we made like a cream cheese Dorito macaron. So some just weird flavors you wouldn't normally expect, but we have
Sure.
fun with that.
Let's talk a little bit about your daughter. I think your daughter's had some other ways that she's been able to kind of help you from.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I have three daughters, and all three have been a big help with the business. But my older daughter is an artist, and she has her own business. It's called Warbler Creative. Shout
Okay,
out.
there you go.
And
Free plug.
she does graphic design, she does artwork, she does illustrations, like she can do anything. But she developed my logo. She developed my branding. She tells me what colors I can use, what not to use, how to be consistent. I hand out stickers at the markets, and she designs my stickers for me. She very much is so involved with the company, and has helped it grow and get to the point it is where she doesn't have to be as involved as she used to be, which is great. And then I've actually recommended her to some other vendors I've met at the market that she's helped them as well. So it's been nice kind of keeping it in the family, and then she's able to help. And then my middle daughter's an engineer. So she's helped me. I mentioned time is a challenge for me. So she's helped me, like, okay, mom, let's take a look. How long does this to this take? And the engineer mind of hers is like, well, what can we do? Where's your holdup? How can you get better at that? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There's practicalities to it.
Absolutely.
But that's been great. And then my younger daughter, she's kind of a jack of all trades. She's an artist. She's a baker. She's actually come and helped me at the markets. She's been an assistant with me. She doesn't live locally anymore, but when she did, she'd help out. And then she's another one that's great to bounce flavors off of. She'll help me on the creative side of that.
Ah,
So yeah, and that's why if you look at my logo, I don't have it with me, but there's 3 bears in my logo, and it's
okay.
Mama Bear Max because I'm the mama bear, and then 3 bears, one for each of my daughters.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Wow. I went to a few Grateful Dead shows back in the day. I remember those bears
Yep.
as well, by the way. But that's separate bears than the mama bear bears that you're talking about. How long have you been doing this for again, Christine?
Just over 3 years. Started in 2022. My first show, but my first market was at the Dole in September of 2022. So I
Beautiful.
just completed 3 years. Yeah.
So you've probably seen some alterations in even what you're providing and the
Yeah.
ways in which that in order to be a successful business, you have to not
Mhm.
only be aware of the current trends, but you also have to be as proactive as possible to look at what future trends might be.
Yeah.
So what sort of future trends do you anticipate in the industry?
The biggest one I'm dealing with now is the change in food colorings because of the government requirements of what we're going to be able to use. I think it starts next year, and like some some people really want their macarons bright and beautiful, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to achieve that if there's a control over what I'm allowed to use. But I do have the other side of the coin. Like I try to every week offer like a vanilla, just a plain, no food colorings, very simple, because there's people that are attracted to that as well. But just, yeah, it's definitely like, what do the consumers want? I have thought about maybe adding something else, like maybe doing Mama Bear Max and more, and then adding a couple other items to it. But I really like the macarons. And again, going back to the time, if I only have so much time, I want to focus on something that I like. So I don't see that happening soon.
Gotcha. At some point, you'll
Exactly. It's like you said, if things change and the macaron sales start to dive a little bit, and I know I have to make a change, that's the one that's in the back of my head that I would probably do.
it's always good to be aware of when you may need to pivot.
Yeah, exactly. Pivot, great word. Yeah.
We here are all about feeling good stories. It did feel really good to meet you at that particular event. And again, it's our Pink Kitchen Bread ladies. They've been so wonderful to us and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, Jen and Lindsay are awesome. But give us a feel good story. Tell us about a customer that you dealt with, or just something that's put a big old smile on your face and made you
Yeah.
realize that, boy, I'm doing the right thing
That
here.
one's, yeah, that one's actually really easy for me because again, I keep going back to the Dole market just because that's the base that I sell the most at. But when there's young kids that maybe their mom and dad are allowing them one treat at the market and they come and they want to spend it with me, that's just heartwarming. And then to see them open it up and take a bite. This past summer, so again, because I have 3 daughters, my heart kind of melts towards the little girls.
Sure.
But there was one little girl, this blonde hair, curly little pigtails, and she took a bite of the macaron and then she did this little happy dance.
Oh.
And it was just so cute and it made my heart melt. Like I just wanted to give her all the macarons. Definitely that. And then second to that would be anytime I can help out with a wedding shower, a baby shower, family events. I just did a 70th birthday party. So being able to help customize it and be part of a family event, that really means a lot to me.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You're very family oriented.
Yeah.
Love in general. You speak with so much pride about your daughters being a part of the process and stuff like that, and how proud they must be to have a mother that loves working with them and is so proud of them.
Oh, yeah.
We love that here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Christine, what's the best way that people can reach out to you if they want to learn more about what you're doing and to be honest, if they want to order some macarons?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do have a Facebook page. It's Mama Bear Max 3. And again, if you'll see my logo, I always have red, the bears. That's how you know that it's the right account. I do have an Instagram. I try to post on there, but that's not a great way to necessarily message me. But I have a website. It's mamabearmax.com. And on there, there's an ordering link. There's flavors listed. There's pictures listed, pricing, some frequently asked questions, a little bit more about myself. But that's a great way to reach out to me. There's a link on there that I'll get notified and then start conversation from there.
Beautiful. Well, again, we are all about championing small businesses, and for a small business like yourself to be so strongly seated within being so family oriented, I must admit, so glad that we had the opportunity to talk to you today. So
thank you. Me too.
Thank you so very much.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, have some fun, and hope you have a wonderful day on Sunday and you get to put a lot of smiles on people's faces.
And then I'll put the Christmas tree up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. You take care, Christine.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.